In this video, I want to cover the 4 most common ways to sell physical products on the Amazon FBA platform. If this is your first time checking out my videos, be sure to check out the previous video where I explain a little bit about what Amazon FBA is and how it works. But first and foremost, welcome back guys. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Andy Lamb. I'm a multiple six-figure Amazon FBA seller. If you're new to this channel, welcome. Be sure to stay till the end because I need your help to let me know what is your favorite method to sell on Amazon FBA. Since the last few videos, a lot of you guys have been hitting me up and asking me, Andy, how do you sell on Amazon FBA and is there only one way to do so? Well guys, no. There's multiple ways to do so. There's actually 4 common ways that come to my mind. Those common ways are Amazon FBA private labeling, which is what I pursue and which is what I do. There's also Amazon FBA wholesaling, Amazon FBA retail arbitrage, and also Amazon FBA drop shipping, which I'll get into later in this video. In case you guys are just tuning in, my name is Andy Lamb and I'm a 6-figure Amazon FBA seller. I primarily focus on Amazon private labeling. Now I might add that this is not necessarily the best model to follow. This is just a model that I like to follow. I know tons of people killing it in the other common methods of selling on Amazon. So this is not to say that Amazon private labeling is the best, because you can definitely find success in the other methods of selling physical products on Amazon as well. So number 1, what is Amazon FBA private labeling? Basically, the first step to Amazon FBA private labeling is going out into the market, doing your product research, finding a product that you find is profitable and building a brand around that for which a logo you've created and also eventually a trademark logo. You'd want to find a product that you find is profitable within a niche that you can grow a brand from. So you're not just creating a brand with a logo that you created just for one product. The end goal of this is to create a line of products within a niche so that you have your own personal brand that puts out quality products that people can trust. But that, in a sense, is just the idea of private labeling. Going out, finding a profitable product that's already being on sale, finding ways to differentiate from that, and putting your own logo and creating your own brand from one product, and then eventually to multiple products. Number 2, Amazon FBA dropshipping. If you don't know what dropshipping is, definitely check out other videos for dropshipping, but it's basically, in my opinion, is when you yourself is acting as the middleman marketer for products that you find are profitable or products that you think will sell. Many beginners and many people trying to build initial capital go this route just because there's very little money to be invested in the beginning, and most of the money that does get invested goes towards advertising costs, and just to be able to get your product out to the consumer's eyes. An example of this might be, say you find a necklace that's amazing that you think will sell amazingly well, and you find this product on AliExpress. And if you don't know what AliExpress is, it's basically a site where a lot of Chinese suppliers are selling things for super cheap, but the shipping time is really slow. So you, as the middleman marketer, as the dropshipper, you would take the listing from the Chinese supplier pretty much and post this on Amazon, do the marketing for it just so that a lot of consumers are able to see your product, because your product won't necessarily be on the first page for drop shipping on Amazon. But whenever somebody places an order, you then go ahead and place the order with the supplier and have the supplier ship it directly to the person that had purchased your item. So again, there's very little money up front for this just because you're not buying the product in bulk and you don't have to have it in stock. It just comes, the orders come to you, you place the orders with the suppliers, and the suppliers are able to ship it directly to the consumer. One of the reasons why I don't recommend this method is because once a sale is placed, shipping times are incredibly long, sometimes 2 to 3 weeks just to get the product out and to the customer. So this sometimes lowers the amount of sales that you'll get for the product. Number 3, Amazon FBA retail arbitrage. Now, if you don't know what retail arbitrage is, it's basically where you go into stores, big brand stores like Target, Walmart, Marshalls, Ross. You might find items that are deeply discounted or items that are hard to find. and items that you think you could resell on the Amazon FBA platform. Now, before you're purchasing these items to resell, there's ways to kind of predict whether or not your item will sell quickly or you'll be profitable or not. Amazon has a scanner tool that you can go to items in stores to scan to see what the asking price is for Amazon. If you think your margins are there, if you think the purchase is worth it, you would then go ahead and buy the product at the big brand store, take it home, put your own Amazon barcode on it, have it shipped to the Amazon warehouse, and whenever somebody places an order for the item that you're reselling, the consumer will purchase that item and you in turn will take in the profit. This is definitely a method that a lot of beginning sellers do, and also a lot of veteran sellers do. I see so many people on my Instagram doing retail arbitrage on Amazon, making thousands of dollars a day, which is amazing. This method just requires a little more hands-on work, but the initial investment that you have to put in is very small compared to private labeling or wholesaling, which I'll get to next. Now this finally brings me to method number 4, Amazon FBA wholesaling. Now I first might need to add that Amazon wholesaling requires you to have a legit business entity. This may be an LLC or similar, and this also requires you to have a reseller's permit. This is primarily just to be able to contact these larger brands because you will be working with them to sell their products. This overall process is pretty similar to the idea of retail arbitrage, but with wholesaling, you'll be purchasing larger volumes of items directly from name brand suppliers. From here, you would then list the bulk items you had purchased under the actual listings that are already existing on the Amazon platform. An example of this that my friend actually gave me earlier this week was about Hasbro toys. If you were to get into the toy business and sell items created from Hasbro, you can purchase them at a discounted rate directly from the supplier and put the listing directly under theirs so that you wouldn't have to create the listing, nor would you have to go through and deal with PPC. I know many sellers make so much money from this method of selling on Amazon. One of the downfalls that I see with this method is that you aren't necessarily creating your own brand, so you're not able to scale in that sense within your own brand, but the possibility and the scalability of this method of sales is still incredibly large. I mean, there's so many brands out there that you can purchase from and sell their own products. So I'd say of the 4, I highly recommend wholesaling if you're looking to get into wholesaling. Now, I'm really not an expert in wholesaling, nor have I ever done any wholesaling, but one of the downfalls that I've heard of doing wholesaling is that you are competing with other people trying to sell the same type of products. This is just something that comes with the nature of this type of method. But on the positive side, as mentioned earlier, you do not need to deal with PPC, meaning you don't have to spend much money on advertising the product on Amazon's platform, nor do you have to create the listing for the product. This is already done for you. You basically find profitable products and list them under listings that are already advertised and already set up for you. So as always, I thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate that you guys stay till the end of the video. It definitely helps out the YouTube algorithm, as I always mention. But I really hope that this video provided you guys with some insight on different methods of selling on the Amazon FBA platform. And if you guys were looking into doing so, I hope this video helped you a little bit. As mentioned before, these are just the 4 common methods that I am familiar with and that I've heard of. I'm sure there are other ways to do so. If you guys have other methods of selling on Amazon FBA, be sure to drop them down in the comments below. I would definitely appreciate it, and I'd be sure to get back to your comments. Again, I thank you guys. If you guys don't know me by now, my name is Andy Lam. I'm a 6-figure Amazon FBA seller. If you at all found this video informative or helpful or helped change your mind in some way, please be sure to like and subscribe. I primarily try to focus this channel on Amazon FBA specific topics. I myself am a private labeler, so if you are looking into the private labeler game, be sure to follow my channel. But until next time, I'll catch you guys in a few days. Take it easy. Peace. I'm sorry for the change of shirt, but I totally forgot to mention this. If you guys are new to this channel, I just created a new Facebook group. You can find that in the link in the description below. But you can also find it by going to Facebook, typing in Prestige Amazon FBA Mastermind. We're going to be creating a small community there and answering all questions you guys have, so be sure to check that out when you guys get a chance. Thanks.